I just wanted to highlight the state compliance filter that's available for Massachusetts cultivators. If you go to designlights.org/horticultural-lighting/search, there's a filter at the bottom left for state compliance. And you can, as you see at the bottom right here, select Massachusetts CCC compliance. And so, Mike, do you want to talk about how you work with cultivators and how you yourself use the QPL to assess lighting fixtures and comply with and exceed the Massachusetts lighting requirements?
Yeah, sure. There are two ways to comply with the Massachusetts lighting power density rules. And the older way is, I think many people on this call may be familiar with, the 36 watts per square foot rule. That means if you add up all the lighting wattage per square foot in your facility and divide it by the total number of square feet under cultivation in the facility, that number has to be add up to less than 36 watts per square foot. So in practicality, with today's lighting, it's about a limit on let's just say a standard single level flower room with just rolling benches, about 900 to 1,000 ppfd limit at the canopy. That's about where the technology is at today, and that's good for a lot. Many great growers grow just fine at that ppfd. If you want a higher ppfd, or frankly, it's just easier to comply with the rules now that the QPL is much more fully populated. You just choose a fixture off the DLC QPL that's 15% above their lower efficacy limit, which is most lights that you want to use. That's not a big restriction if you're using LED already. That's the other way. I use way number 2, and that's what I would suggest everyone does.
So just to add to that, just for a moment, so we have 116 products on the QPL today. When I took that slide a couple days ago, it was 112. 96 of that 116 comply with a Mass CCC minimum limit. So the majority of products are at 2.2 micromoles per joule or higher. I just want to answer Fred's question. He asked if there's a DLC premium. There is no DLC premium for the Hort QPL at the moment. You know, this is still an emerging industry, emerging manufacturers and products. So, you know, we're kind of taking it a little bit slow here to make sure that the levels that we set allow the QPL to grow, you know, and that you still have a good choice of high quality fixtures, but that don't limit too many manufacturers from participating, especially if they meet all of the rest of our high quality criteria like life and UL 8800 and warranty, etc. But for Fred and others, I certainly invite you to participate in our open stakeholder comment period. Make sure that we are listening to everyone and that we are, you know, understand what's happening in the industry.